Minas Morgul literally translates to the Tower of Darkness, and that was the name it had when it was under Sauron's rule. However, in its earliest days, the tower was originally called Minas Ithil, which actually translates to the Tower of the Rising Moon. This tower was initially created by Isildur during the Second Age. This is where the infamous White Tree of Gondor was originally planted, outside of Isildur's home. All of the buildings and towers were made with white marble so that it would reflect the moonlight. Sauron's forces attacked the tower in both the Second and the Third Age. During the Second Age, Sauron took control over the tower and burned the White Tree, but Isildur and his family managed to escape the tower with a seedling of the tree that was planted later. During the war, it was retaken by the race of men and was guarded in case Sauron used it as an escape route. After the last alliance defeated Sauron, Minas Ithil was restored as a fortress. The Third Age attack is better known in Lord of the Rings history, as this was the reason the tower was renamed to Minas Morgul, also known as the Tower of Darkness. The Nazgul attacked the city, and after a 2-year siege, the tower succumbed to Sauron's forces and was officially renamed. Earnor, who was the last king of Gondor before Aragorn took the throne, went to challenge the Nazgul along with some chosen knights, but they never returned. Minas Morgul became the main stronghold for the orcs during the War of the Ring. These orcs eventually began to differentiate themselves from the main forces of Mordor, and instead of bearing the mark of the eye, they bore the mark of the moon. These distinct orcs were destroyed in the battle during the War of the Ring, and Aragorn's forces had destroyed the bridge leading toward the tower during this time. After the war was over and Aragorn was crowned king, he declared that Minas Morgul should be cleansed, and that no man would be allowed to live there, and thus ended the history of Minas Morgul.